Hello guys, welcome back to your English class. Today I'm going to explain you the activities from the Unit 16, your book number 4. Now it says cultural differences. In this case we have objectives, practice adverb, clauses, time, and place. In this case we're going to do exercise 16.1 that it says read the following conversation. What are they talking about? And have you ever thought about it? Now, in this case, we have a conversation between Gina and Cindy, and then when we finish, we have to complete the questions that are below. In this case, we have the conversation. It says, "Hello, Cindy. How are you doing with the paper that the teacher left us on cultural differences? I cannot seem to find any information for mine." "Well, actually, I'm doing okay, I would say. Let me give you some cultural differences that I found between American culture and Indian culture. They maybe give you some ideas as to what to look for." "Sure, I do need some ideas." "Okay, then, here are some examples. While Indians are very much family oriented, the family Americans are individual oriented. Americans believe that it's their right to dominate nature and control the world around them. Indians believe in having harmony with nature. Indians love stability, whereas Americans love mobility. Americans think of self-reliance and independence, whereas Indians are more dependent on others. Wow, they sure are different cultures. Thanks for sharing this information. It gave me some great ideas. My pleasure. Okay, we have read this part and we have to continue with the questions. Don't forget that we are checking other clauses. Other clauses of time, in this case, whenever, while, after, before, since, when, until, as soon as, or adverbs of place. Where, as far as near as, whatever, anywhere, or where. Now, in this case, we have exercise 16.2. Read the conversation again and answer the following question. The first question says, which culture is more family oriented? Indian culture. Number 2, which culture believes more in harmony? Indian culture 2. Which culture loves stability more? Indian culture 4. Which culture is more independent? American culture. And which culture is more similar to your culture? American culture in this case, because we are Mexican. Now, on exercise 16.3, it's an extra activity. You don't need to do it if you don't want to, but you have to identify the adverbs in this class. In this case, while, whenever, before, or as far as. Now, the last exercise on your book, it says 16.5. Complete the sentences with the adverb clause of time or place from the box. We have, for example, when, just before, after, until, anywhere, wherever, or where. Now, the first sentence says, I've loved going to parties when they have a DJ. We were at the fair until they closed everything. I took a walk after I ate dinner. My parents went to Las Vegas in the summer, where it is extremely hot. I got to the airport just before my plane left, and I barely made it on time. And my dogs follows me wherever I go, and anywhere I go, I see your face. Okay, you have the exercises on 16.5. Now, on exercise from your workbook 16.1, it says, match the phrases with information below. In this case, we have wedding customs in North America. Now we have different things and information that are related to the first part. So we have, before a couple gets married, they usually date each other for about a year. When people are invited to a wedding, they almost always give the couple a gift or some money. When a couple gets engaged, the man often gives the woman a diamond ring. Right after a couple gets engaged, they usually begin planning the wedding. When a woman gets married, her family sometimes pays for the wedding and reception, and right after a couple gets married, they usually go on a short trip called honeymoon. Okay, we have to complete in this case number one. Now, 16.3, we have three sentences, three ideas, and we have to find the adverb in this case. Chinese people avoid direct confrontation and open criticism, while Americans are willing to confront it directly. 2. Before accomplishing a task, a harmonious relationship is more important to Chinese people. Americans are more concerned about accomplishing the task. And wherever Chinese people place a higher value on growth, cooperation, and individual honesty, Americans place higher value on self-reliance. Okay? And the last activity on your workbook, 16.5, it says, fill the spaces using the clauses from the box. We have, for example, the phrases as soon as, whatever, where, after, before, until. Ideas, we have to complete the phrases with this part. So we have number one, as soon as the food is ready, we can eat. Number two, I finished studying before I went to bed. 3. Please put the boxes wherever you want. 4. I watched the movie until it finished. He went to the bathroom and didn't wash his hands after. And the store is exactly where the drugstore used to be. Okay? And that's all, guys, about the exercises from your book. Thank you.